Hey everybody, how y'all doing today? My name is Tay and welcome back to my channel Inspire Me, where I talk about current or relatable topics all from a godly perspective. And today's topic is called It's a Hard Not Life. Now I wanted to put a twist on it because we all know the saying's called It's a Hard Not Life. Pretty much what that means is like when people go through struggles, even it was a song, originally it was a song. You remember the movie Annie, and then later on another artist remade it. But it's pretty much like the struggles that certain people go through in life. When I said heart not life, meaning it's a heart issue. It's what people go through in their heart. I was thinking about this scenario where a person could live in the world for it don't matter how long, but when God calls you out, when he chose you, and then he's telling you, okay, yeah, you need to come serve me, whether you want to come serve him, you do it voluntarily, or it's involuntarily, but at the end of the day, you're gonna come to him. Now with some people, even if he did choose you and you don't come to him, because he don't make robots, however, he still gives you that choice to, like, if you don't come to him, then if a person die, he could prick your heart. But if you don't come to him, sometimes when there's a person time expired, it expired. But in other cases, like with me for instance, I wasn't trying to come to him at that moment. I was trying to come to him later on, but he wanted me to come to him right now at that moment. So he pretty much grabbed me, and that's what happened with the brain aneurysm. I thought about it with a baby. When a baby is born, when we have like a vaginal delivery, the baby goes through down, and the doctors, when they grab them, when it's a normal delivery, they grab them by the head first, because you have to be head first. If you trying to come down the other way, it's not gonna work. It's going to be complications and different things like that. But so the natural birth is going head first. So when the baby comes out, the vagina, the doctor has to grab them by the head. Now when you look at it, you might say by the head, and naturally, okay, if a person falls to the ground and you help them up, or they might be lying in bed and you help them up, the first thing that you might grab is their hand or probably their arms to help them up. You don't grab, I don't know nobody that grabs somebody by the head to help them up, or that's not the first thing, because if you grab somebody's head, that's like deemed as rude, but also like you could hurt them worse than they might be already hurting, or even if they're not hurt, it's like you can hurt them. Like I was saying, in a delivery, the doctors have to get your head first to pull you out, and then later on, after, like, they pull your head a little further, they'll to where they can see your body, they'll grab your body and then pull you all the way out. That puts me in the mind, like, if the doctor don't grab like the baby head, baby is gonna be stuck in that chronic position. If the doctor just like, oh, I can't touch his head, in different ways, different aspects. If it's vaginally, they might use a forceps, or a suction, like a vacuum or something. But at the end of the day, they still gotta grab the baby's head. Now, when they grab it, they don't be all forceful and trying to pull his neck off and everything, but they be gentle with it. But they still gotta grab their head. So that puts me in mind with Jesus, when he calls us out of the world, he might have to grab us by the head. And like I said, some people might deem it as that's so harsh, or that's so rude, or that might hurt. But at the end of the day, it has to be done. And he'll get us. It'll be gentle when he grab us out of the world. However, if he don't do it, if we send the world, damnation, unclean spirits, different things that God opposes of. So he has to take us out of the world. He has to grab us by the head. Like I said, when a doctor delivering a baby, if you don't grab the head, the baby is going to be stuck, stuck right there. And that could be complications for the mother, for the baby. God knows what can happen. And now I think about with some people, they're not ready to come out the world yet. But it doesn't mean that God's still not gonna call you. Okay, if you look at it with the baby, say for instance the baby's not ready to come. I know because with my first child, I was pregnant for like 10 months and 3 days, and instead of him feel like he was going down the wall, he felt like it was actually going up. And even when I was having an induced C-section, not the induced labor, he didn't want to come hours. I was like there for a few hours. He did not want to come at all. But at the end of the day, if a baby keeps staying in there very long or a certain point of time, it's gonna pretty much result in complications, or it could be death. Like I said, a baby, he was in there for 10 months and 3 days, and usually you're only in there for like, I think what, 9 months, 40 weeks or something like that. And yeah, he was past his due date and everything, but even though he wasn't ready, it was time for him to be birthed though. What I'm trying to say is, even if a person's not ready to walk in their calling, to live for God now, doesn't mean that he still won't call you. Doesn't mean that it's still not your time. So that's why I say heart, not lie, because Jesus is knocking at your heart. It's knocking at the door of your heart, trying to call you to come and serve him. But some people, they don't answer that knock that they hear. They still keep doing what they want to do. But at the end of the day, just like with a baby, when it's your time to be birthed, you have to be birthed. If you still want to stay stuck in your mom's womb, 11, 12 months, 10 and a half months, what do you think is going to result from that? Nothing's good is going to come out of that. So if a person still want to be stuck in the world and don't want to answer the call, what do you think is going to result from that? God can give you time, just like with some babies. Just like one baby, he was a little overdue, but thank God he was still healthy and everything. However, if you don't answer that, even the expired time that you got, that grace time, that mercy, because that expired time when a baby is in the womb, you could look at it with God's mercy. Some people, God been on call, but they didn't come to him. It just puts me in mind, like I said, with my brain aneurysm, I wasn't ready yet, but God called me. So what you gotta do, you gotta come. So like I said, in a lot of videos, I didn't, automatically, jump on the Jesus bandwagon, but I just thank God for his mercy, and finally I answered the call, because, things I was going through and stuff like that. So yeah. If God's calling you, you need to come, because you don't know when it's your time. You don't know how long you have in that resting state in the womb. You don't know when it's your time. If you want to sit too long, sit into this world too long, and God's calling you, it's a risk. If a baby stays in your stomach too long, it's a risk. I didn't know that but thank God, because he wasn't there a little longer than expected, but thank God. But you just never know. Why risk it? So if God's calling you, answer the call. Like, you're not missing nothing, and it's real. If you really look at it, this world don't really have nothing to offer, really. You can be a Christian and still be, hip, trendy. Now, I gotta do a separate video, because some people think by being a Christian means being lukewarm. Like, they can still do certain stuff that people in the world do, and you can't do that. So yeah, that's pretty much all I had to say regarding that. Make sure you like, make sure you share, and also make sure you subscribe to my channel, y'all. Y'all have a blessed day.